In my around a decade of playing Terraria, I've had a bunch of ideas and changes that I would have put into the game, and since 1.4.5 is coming out at some point, and Reallogic's tendency to see fan ideas and consider them, I thought, why not throw out a couple of my ideas just to see if any of them are worthwhile, as I wanted these ideas to be small little changes that would just enhance the gameplay without any drastic changes or too long a development time, because the update's probably tailing off in its development now. In full disclosure, I have never actually made a real game before, so I don't know if these are difficult things to implement, so here are just 5 ideas I came up with in order of difficulty to less difficult. Onto the video. 5. When the Mace and Flaming Mace were added in 1.4, I always had one grievance with it. When I first got the Mace, I upgraded it to the Flaming version like everyone else, and used it for light while I was mining. But after a bit I switched back to torches for one main reason. It extinguishes when it gets into water, so I thought, why not add a Frostburn Mace? It could do a tiny bit more damage, inflict frostburn instead of just on fire, and most importantly, burn underwater. 4. I started playing Terraria in the old mobile version, and one structure I always looked for at the start of a playthrough was the heart shrine in the ice biome, just so I could get an early boost for the life crystals and get heart statues for future boss arenas. When I switched to the PC version, I was surprised that they weren't there, so if these are added, I think it would give a greater incentive to go to the ice biome at the start rather than waiting a bit. And also, Red, just as a side note, you could randomly switch out the life crystals for the boulder variant, because I know how much you like your boulders. Also, I fully understand there is no need to re-add those heart arrows. Those things were far too OP for their own good. 3. One thing that annoyed me in my most recent summoner playthrough is needing to resummon my minions every time I respawned. I know that there are mods to implement it, and I used it in my playthrough, but I thought it'd be a good thing to add it to the base game so console and mobile users can use it. 2. This is the idea that inspired this video. The Dune Rider boots are a biome-specific Hermes boots alternative that gives you a greater speed boost for their biome-specific blocks. Why not add Parity to the Flurry boots? 1. If I were to choose any of the ideas to be added, it would be this one. In the old iOS version of Terraria, if you met the requirements for an NPC to move in but there wasn't a house free for them, you get a little message that just said, "It looks like someone wants to move in." I'm surprised that this was an exclusive feature. This helped me immensely in my first playthrough because I didn't know there was a wiki, so I had to figure out everything by myself. And having an NPC notification would help new players that also don't know there's a wiki or don't want to use the wiki. Also, in my split video, very shameful plug, I didn't know that there were that many NPCs that could move in, and a feature like this would also help mods to help people get all the content available without also needing to go onto that wiki for the mod. Anyway, this one just seems like a very quick little text thing which the game already does for events, so this is my number 1 pick. So that's the video. If any of these features were already announced in a spoiler that I've forgotten about, oops. And if you've got any of your own suggestions, put them in the comments, and if I see some good ones I might make a part 2 to this video. I don't know. Tally-ho.